What an outstanding time I've had on this trip to Europe. I've just enjoyed every little bit of it, from Norway to Denmark, Sweden, Estonia, and then finally wrapping it up here in Finland. As my ferry from Tallinn approached Helsinki, we came upon the archipelago of islands around the city. We sailed less than what seemed like a stone's throw away from the fortress at Suomenlinna. I made it to Finland, so just got in on the Viking XPRES, and now I've got my big backpack and my little backpack here on the front, and I'm on my way to my Airbnb. It's about a 15-minute walk, but it's a beautiful evening, lots of people out, and excited to be here in Finland. And I'll be spending the whole day in Helsinki tomorrow. And this is my 5th country on this trip, so happy about that. Wow, look how gorgeous this is at sunset. So I'm walking to my Airbnb right now, and the sun's beating down on this famous church right here. And holy moly, just so beautiful. Gosh, I just love travel and exploring new places. So what a great way to introduce myself, or to get introduced to Helsinki, Finland. I guess before I go messing it up too bad, I should give a little apartment tour. So, front door. We got the kitchen right here, fridge, microwave, bed, window, just close the blinds, a little desk right there, some chairs. It has a ironing board, even though I don't know how to use it. Let's see, this must be the water closet, and it is. Oh wow, it's all in one. Okay, not bad. Hey, that's fine. After a great night's sleep, the next morning I got up, walked to a grocery store to pick up a protein shake, and went out to explore the city of Helsinki. I'm at the Helsinki Cathedral, and it's a beautiful morning, and I was just walking towards the train station and walked right past this, and Holy cow, absolutely gorgeous. So there's this big square and this big plaza right here. And it's early in the morning, so there's not many people here. So the sun's shining bright. It's just absolutely fantastic. When I left Senate Square, I headed northwest for the roughly 30-minute walk to the Rock Church and the Sibelius Monument. I'm here at what's known as the Rock Church in Helsinki, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce the actual name of it. I would mess that up so much. But anyhow, this is definitely one of the landmarks and one of the most famous places to visit when in Helsinki. So I thought I'd check it out. I've definitely seen a lot of beautiful churches on this trip. Huge cathedrals and just beautiful, beautiful buildings. But this one is definitely very unique. Not seen anything like this before. And so when I came to Helsinki, looking up the top things to do, they said this is definitely one of the must-dos when you're here. So very glad that I stopped by here. So time to move on and go to the next spot. I just did my souvenir shopping here in Helsinki, here at Anne's shop. It's a cute little store. She's been here since 1980, and very cute, good prices, and it's actually right across the street from the Rock Church, so very convenient. So anyhow, glad that I did that. Nice little stop. I continued walking north another 10 minutes to the Sibelius Monument. I'm here at the Sibelius Monument, and I walked about 30 minutes from the center city to get here to check this out. Again, one of the top landmarks in Helsinki, so it's one of the things I had to do when I got here. Instead of walking 30 minutes back to the central part of the city, I decided to try something different. So I rented a scooter and rode it back to the main part of town. This was a lot of fun, and I wish I'd have done it earlier in other cities. It was very easy to ride, and so much faster than walking.
Since you're charged by the minute, when I got back to the central part of the city, I ended my scooter ride and decided to walk again to explore the rest of Helsinki.
Right now I'm walking along the Esplanade, and it's right in the heart of town here in Helsinki, and it's a beautiful area, green on both sides, but then on the other side of that it's got shops and restaurants and boutiques and all kinds of different places. So it seems like are the hearts of the city.
From the Esplanade, I continued walking east to the central market along the waterfront.
I stumbled upon this place here in the city market. It's just a tent, but I got a hot dog, so there you can see that. Yum. But the real selling point was this beauty. Belgian waffle. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. I think I might eat some of that first. Very good. Pretty much perfect. Outstanding.
After eating lunch in the city market, I got on the hop-on, hop-off bus tour. The loop took around 90 minutes, and it was great to get off my feet and relax and see the city that way. When the tour ended, I walked back to Senate Square because I wanted to go inside the Helsinki Cathedral. However, when I got there, I discovered that it was closed. However, it was going to reopen in a few hours. So I decided to walk back to my Airbnb and drop off a few things, and maybe even take a little nap before heading back to the cathedral.
So I stopped by this pizza place just 1 block from my apartment and got a pizza. There's no way I'm going to be able to finish this whole thing, but you know, it was on sale right now during this time of day, so I thought, well, why not? I'll go ahead and get one. So looking forward to it. Have some oregano. Hot. But very good. Wow.
The pizza was great, but I could literally only eat one slice. I took the leftovers back to the apartment and dropped that off in the fridge, along with a few other souvenirs. I didn't stay long because the cathedral was about to reopen. Needless to say, no nap for me. I walked back to Senate Square, and just like the sign said, sure enough, the cathedral was open. Construction on the cathedral began in 1830, and it was completed in 1852. When I left Senate Square and the Helsinki Cathedral, I walked back to the city market to catch the ferry to Suomenlinna, an island in the Helsinki archipelago and also a World Heritage Site.
I'm on the Suomenlinna ferry and headed out to the island right now. I'm on the Suomenlinna ferry and left Helsinki and headed out to the island right now. So this is probably going to be one of the final things, if not the final thing that I do here on my trip to Europe and finishing up here in Finland. So again, this is one of those places they say that you have to go to whenever you come here. And so I figured what a great way to round out my trip and finish it up by doing it here on the water. So far it's a lovely ferry ride. It's a little chilly, but if you get out of the wind, it's not too bad. Very pretty here on this island. So I've got the castle or the fortress right here. It's just incredibly cold because it's so windy. But it is a lot of fun.
Construction of the fortress began in 1748 to protect the city from Russian expansionism.
So I walk into an area now known as the King's Gate, which looks pretty cool. What a beautiful evening here in Helsinki for my last night in Europe. I just got back from Salamina Island on the ferry, and now I'm just walking around town in the market square area. Of course, all the vendors have all packed up and have gone in for the evening, but just a beautiful evening and great way to finish up my trip. And so I'm just going to walk around a little bit more, and honestly I'm really tired. I did a lot of walking today, and the last several days I've done quite a bit of walking, so probably going to call it an early night, get packed up, get ready to go, and fly back to the United States tomorrow. This brings my trip to Europe to a close. I hope you've enjoyed watching these videos and coming along with me on this awesome journey. I've loved every one of these places that I've visited, and I've been looking forward to this for such a long time, and it just exceeded my expectations. If you've liked this video, please smash the like button, and of course, I'd love for you to subscribe. So thanks again for watching, and see you next time.
The next morning, I got up early and checked out of my Airbnb. I walked back across Senate Square toward the train station to catch the train to the airport for my flight back to the United States. The track with the train that goes to the airport was at the very end of the station. The train ride between the central train station and the airport took about 30 minutes. My Finnair flight to Dallas-Fort Worth was completely full, and flight time was around 11 hours. Flying over Greenland was absolutely beautiful. Looking down upon northern Canada wasn't bad either. As we approached our runway at Dallas-Fort Worth, I looked out the window and saw another plane landing on the parallel runway to us. It was so interesting watching us come in and land at the same time. My layover in Dallas was very quick, and by the time I got through customs, I had to run to the gate to catch my final flight back home to Charlotte, North Carolina. I had an amazing time. This trip is one that I looked forward to for a long time, and I absolutely loved every second of it. Thank you very much for following along. I hope you enjoyed it.
Ferry sailing back into Finland. Let's try that again. The ferry is sailing right back in. The ferry sailing back into Helsinki. I had a great trip. Let's try that again. The ferry is. Well, that about wraps up my trip here to Europe. I've enjoyed every minute of it. From the very beginning of the trip when I went to Norway. Let's try that again. Well, this brings my trip to... So this brings my trip to Europe to a close. I've had a great time visiting all of these, gee, mini Christmas. Take 55. Okay, let's do it on this time. Well, this brings my trip to Europe to a close. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video and following along on my journey. So, there goes the tram. Okay, this is gonna do it. Take 75.